Meghan has been tipped to share further insight into her and Prince Harry's life with a new memoir. The Duke of Sussex discussed his personal experience as a high-ranking member of the royal family in his autobiography Spare. Meghan Markle thinks her book will sell better than Prince Harry's. Publishing insiders say she's been keeping a secret journal since she met her husband and is using said diaries as the basis for the book that she'll release within the next 2 years. The tome, expected to fetch upwards of $30 million, will disclose more details of how she feels mistreated by the royal family. Commentator Bronte Coy argued Meghan may have to turn to pen her own accounts in a bid to stay relevant once the enthusiasm for the coronation has passed. Harry will be attending the ceremony at Westminster Abbey alongside other senior members, while Meghan remains in California with the children. Coy asked, "They've absolutely been in the media and in the spotlight, but after the coronation, where do they go from there? What's next for them? I will say I'm hesitant to say they've surely fired all of their shots at the royals, because whenever I said that in the past, they seem to have more ammunition. But I do believe the memoir was Harry's final shot, it seems. But then, of course, will Meghan be left with the only option to release a memoir of their own?" Speaking to Sky News Australia, she added, "I don't really know what comes next for them, and it does seem like there's not really a clear strategy in place, nor has there been for quite some time." Meghan's not going to the coronation of King Charles on May the 6th, because, as palace courtiers whisper, she traded her absence in exchange for the official recognition of the titles of Prince and Princess for her 2 children. There's a new rumour that Archie's teachers have been ordered to call him His Royal Highness Prince Archie of Sussex. But you can be sure Prince Harry will debrief her about every perceived snub. The Sussex's PR strategy has indeed come under question over the impact repeated attacks against the royal family could have on public perception. Reputation management expert Edward Coram James told The Express that the couple's lack of humility could affect them in the long run. The Go Up founder said, "In crisis communications, when someone comes to us and says, 'I'm in a spot of bother, this has happened, people on social media are saying really nasty things about me, please help.' One of the most basic tenets of reputation management is to show humility in the face of adversity. You show humility and you show your introspection." He continued, "If on the other hand you take the approach of, if I'm not responsible for any of this is all one giant smear campaign against me, none of this is my fault, everyone else is wrong, I'm completely innocent, it's us two who are right and the score of other people who are totally wrong," then you rarely build sympathy that way. And without sympathy, you don't get an audience on board with your attempts at crisis management, and it actually ends up making the other side much more believable than you. He added, "I would argue that their lack of introspection will come back to hurt them from a reputational point of view. From a PR point of view, it's so basic that the lack of it feels deliberate." A Netflix source said, "Harry's going back for all the right reasons, but there was a palpable sigh of relief among those of us involved in the business because Brand Sussex relies on Harry being seen with his family. At the end of the day, it's all about proximity to the king."